cramming a workstation powerhouse into a notebook form factor while maintaining a tolerable price point is no simple feat. It needs to perform in any environment using premium components, and the design should not only look attractive, but remain as thin and light as possible. It's a huge balance, one that HP could presumably achieve given its long history. Still, at some point, sacrifices have to be made in a thin and light workstation design. Dive into our HP ZBook Studio G4 review to find out what those sacrifices are. What we discovered is that the new ZBook Studio G4 is a premium product packed with the latest technologies for scenarios like designing buildings on the go, and editing Ultra HD video in the office. Making this possible are powerful features such as 7th generation Intel processors, discrete graphics from NVIDIA, ultra-fast storage, and lots of speedy memory. The model HP provided for testing consisted of the quad-core Intel Xeon E3-1535MV6 processor, NVIDIA's Quadro M1200 discrete mobile graphics chip, 32GB of DDR4 memory clocked at 2400 MHz, and 512GB of storage based on an M.2 NVMe SSD provided by Toshiba. The laptop also included a 15.6-inch screen with a 3840 by 2160 4K resolution. It's strikingly familiar in hardware when compared Dell's Precision 5520 mobile workstation launched earlier this year. However, this configuration isn't listed on HP's website for now. Model 1HQ68A-A.B.A, but according to the company, the price is a hefty $3,510. The next step down also isn't listed for now, costing $3,473, and packing identical hardware save for the Dream Color screen used in the top-of-the-line model we reviewed. Design. The HP ZBook Studio G4 features a clamshell design based on a CNC machined aluminum and die-cast magnesium body with diamond-cut edges. HP's big selling angle is that the workstation has MIL-STD810G certification, but that doesn't mean it's invulnerable. Instead, it's solid enough to withstand accidental drops and bumps without disturbing its internals. According to HP, you can pound on this laptop with a hammer, and it can withstand the beating. The Dell Precision 5520 doesn't appear to have the same military-grade certification. As for aesthetics, it's an attractive product that looks solidly built. There's no apparent gap between the screen, lid and base unit. However, if you angle the laptop just right, there's a small gap residing between the screen's hinge and the base unit. The screen itself measures 15.6 inches diagonally, sporting bezels on each side that appear to be thicker than what we saw with the Dell Precision 5520, at half an inch wide. The base portion also includes a thin metallic trim extending along the sides as well as the sides of the touchpad. Still, when handling this laptop, you might need a thin pair of gloves. It sports a dark gray theme throughout the design, which will highlight all your finger smudges. The build-up can look rather unattractive, especially in the keyboard area and the laptop's backside. Dark colors never play nice with fingertips anyway unless the manufacturer apples a strong, smudge-resistant coating. Adding to that, we don't recommend playing PC games or using high-demanding applications without some type of lap protection, as the device can get hot both in the area above the keyboard and underneath. The intake, exhaust area on the bottom measures a large 12 inches wide and 3 inches tall, residing towards the rear of the device. HP's mobile workstation has a starting weight of just 4.6 pounds and measures 0.71 inches thick. By comparison, it's heavier than the Dell Precision 5520 workstation, which has a starting weight of 3.93 pounds and a thickness of 0.66 inches. It's also slightly heavier than the Dell XPS 19560, which has a starting weight of 4.5 pounds. Connectivity. On the left side of the laptop you'll find a gigabit Ethernet port, Intel, 2 USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type A ports, 1 charges, and 1 SD card reader. On the right side, you'll find 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, 1 HDMI 1.4 port, 1 microphone, headphone combo jack, and 1 USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type A port. The power jack is rather small, so users may want to be extremely careful when plugging in and removing the power adapter. In addition to the Ethernet port, the laptop also includes a wireless AC component with 2 incoming and 2 outgoing internal antennas, supporting wireless speeds up to 867 Mbps. This component also includes Bluetooth 4.2 connectivity. According to the specifications, there are only 2 wireless AC/Bluetooth options, one for processors with vPro, and one for processors without vPro. Inputs and audio. As for the keyboard itself, the key usage feels solid, and provides a soft, distinct actuation with every key press so you can feel that your typing requests are firmly received by the laptop. There's also plenty of space to give your hands a cramped-free typing experience. The keys are highlighted by white illumination through the letters, and slightly around the edges, which can be seen in most interior lighting conditions. The illumination automatically turns off when the laptop is not in use, and has 2 brightness levels that users can cycle through by tapping FN plus F3. Finally, we have the touchpad residing below the keyboard. To the touch, it feels rubbery during movement, but it's quite smooth and accurately pushes the on-screen cursor with the lightest touch. According to Windows 10, it's a precision touchpad, thus it supports gestures like scrolling web pages and documents using 2 fingers, zooming in by pinching